And I'm saying tonight, viewers, that if you're watching the debate tonight, you should be very, very concerned about two things. First, Sohail, you should be concerned about the fact that there is absolute undeniable proof that foreign companies have been used to try and influence the narrative in an Indian election. Secondly, Sardar R.P. Singh, that this extremely expensive use of technology has been used to benefit the Congress and attack the BJP. This is undeniable fact. Undeniable fact. Now, in my view, Sardar R.P. Singh, who needs to explain here? Who needs to explain what's going on? Sardar R.P. Singh, spokesperson of the BJP.
Arnab, you hit the nail at the right point, and that is that the political point, other than the foreign agency being is who's funding all this. When someone is funding all this, and that need to be exposed, and that agency or that entity need to be exposed, and also that which route of money has been routed to them, by which route the money has reached to that company, and how they are using that money, and that is one part. And which are the Indian political parties which have routed money to them, and which are the foreign agents of those parties who has used that money and routed the money further to them. So this whole of this process needs to be exposed.
Yes.
But yes.
And one more thing, viewers, I have more and more information on this. Actually, lot of people watching my program tonight on Super Prime Time Max, and people are telling me, Arnab, how is it that it's only Republic breaking the story? Have you got it right? Well, I want to tell them today that if you want to follow the real news, follow it here. If you want to follow indie-sponsored news, you can watch it anywhere else. But, Sohail, this starts in very early May. And the OpenAI report says that in May, the network began generating comments that totally focused on India. They totally criticized the ruling BJP party and consistently praised the opposition Congress party. So, OpenAI says in the report that there were actors who can be hired for spreading anti-BJP propaganda. For hire Israeli threat actor posting anti-BJP content across the internet, and goes on to say, we banned a cluster of accounts operated from Israel that were being used to generate and edit content for an influence operation. Sohail, influence operation. Very expensive influence operation that spanned across X, Facebook, Instagram, websites and YouTube. Your first comments on this breaking story, Sohail.
Here's what's happening. If you remember, and one of your panelists referred to Cambridge Analytica.
Yes.
If you remember, Mark Zuckerberg was hauled over the coals by the US Congress for the role that Facebook apparently had played in the last elections. The EU also censured Facebook.
Yes.
What we're seeing, Arnab, is very deep state agenda-driven communication. They will start a process, they will get into your social media accounts, and they will continue to infiltrate those accounts with Goebbelian type of messaging, which will either portray the Prime Minister in bad light, it will foment hatred between communities, it will talk about how communities are not voting for the BJP or voting for the BJP. This kind of nonsense will start, number one. Number two, they will also accentuate any hate or hate-driven comments as we've been seeing. So even if the comments are hate-driven and are subject or confined to a particular time or a particular period, they will be amplified by these AI-controlled bots only to foment greater trouble. These are not supporters of democracy. They are supporters of anarchy. These AI fora are nothing but guns for hire. They are social media mercenaries who must be taught a lesson. You have the mercenaries who live off the coast of Somalia. These are mercenaries you will find behind computers and desktops and laptops. These are not people who have any love for democracy. They aren't people who have love for India. They want a divisive, a hate-ridden, and an India that they can destabilize. But here's the good news. These reports always come out. Karma always bites you in this lifetime.
That's the point.
That this is not going to happen. And whoever today on your panel supports AI must also remember that there's a reason why you call it artificial intelligence and not natural intelligence.
Absolutely.
Artificial intelligence, things gets caught up.
No, see, Sohail, this is very, very big. You are extremely good on digital technology, branding. You head the CIA committee on branding. Nobody knows how to do branding better than you. But this is against our country's interests.